Well, my mom and dad came from Italy in 1922. They found each other in around 1924, got married, and have 4 children. 3 brothers, that's myself, and 1 sister. So it was a total of 4. And they kind of settled in farming.
In Fremont, or where was that?
No, actually they started out in Lodi.
Okay.
And then moved there to the Bay Area.
And that was not Fremont then?
No, actually they started in San Lorenzo. Mm-hmm. And in 1948, housing moved into the area, so they were forced to move. They did not own the property, so...
Oh, they were farmers.
They were farming there, a pig ranch.
A pig ranch?
Yes. So then they came out to Centerville district and they found a piece of property here. And that's where they built their pig farm.
Now, what would be on that land today?
Lam Research. Oh yes, I'd work out there during the summers, help building the barns and the pens. Mm-hmm. So they would take me from Oakland, and I'd work all summer. I'd work weekends, driving nails.
You were still living in Oakland then?
Yes, at that time in 1948. Oh. It's when my dad decided to come to Centerville and buy a new home.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and that was what year?
That was in 1952. It was kind of difficult when you left Oakland and you came to Centerville. You tell your friends when they'd ask you where you're going, I'm going to Centerville. And they say, where's that? Nobody ever heard of it. When we moved in to our new home, it was in Glenmore on Central Avenue, which at that time there was, it was one of the first house built. Right. Well, I decided, yes, sure, I was, like I was 15, and I decided to go to the movie at night. And it was so dark, you had to actually fill the street with those clouds overhead because there was no reflection.
With your feet, just...
You kind of, until you got accustomed to the darkness. Uh-huh. And then a car was coming, and I remember I had to jump in the muddy field because I thought I was going to get run over.
Oh, my.
That was the first and last time I walked to the theater.
You graduated in 1954. Do you have your
Yes, I do. I have my yearbook here. This is...
the Washingtonian.
Yes. And this is how thick it was. This was everybody.
In the whole township.
And this is a one-year class. We had mid-year graduations in Oakland. This here is one time a year, whatever you want to say it is, June class only. Mm-hmm. And at that time, you'd have a principal that had been there for, I don't know, a jillion years, Pop Gould.
Oh, he was well loved, wasn't
Mm-hmm.
he? Yes.
And there's this Paul Maniaga. He has his Model A truck that he had when he was going to school. He's older than I am. We have the Von U family that was in here that went all through school here. The Abrus and Shirley Caldwell, which became his wife. And he's in real estate.
Yes.
So there's a lot of good memories here. I was always working.
Oh, you always worked?
I was always working, even during school time. Every weekend, you worked in the farm.
For your dad? Or for
yes, I worked for my dad.
Other
and for relatives that had poultry companies.
So what kind of things did you do?
Actually, I shoveled manure. And I'd haul garbage. And I plucked turkeys from uncles. Well, my wife was from Oakland, and we met on a blind date. 1956, when I got engaged, you'd go in there and take the ring home. There was trust. I have no money. I have no money. He says, take it home, let your wife see if she likes it. And he's showing me, you know, a $100 ring. I was afraid to even hold it, let alone take it home. And but that was the trust and things the way they were then. Anyway, we decided to get married at 20, and we moved into a duplex owned by the gentleman Golden that owned the hardware store in Niles.
So was the duplex in Niles?
No, it was right on Peralta.
On Peralta.
Uh-huh. Right before the railroad tracks going towards, I guess you'd say from Centerville going to Niles. As the turn started, it was on the right-hand side.
Okay.
And from there we moved to Gabrilla Park, and then we moved into Glenmore, where we're still at. I have 2 boys. My first boy was born in 1958, and at like 2 o'clock in the morning, we had to race my wife to Mount Eden Hospital, because there was no hospital here in Fremont.
Now, is that Castro Valley? Or?
Castro Valley, yes.
You had to go clear to Castro Valley.
Yes. And our doctor, J.B. Trent, was a general practitioner. He did it all. He would come to your house, he'd take care of your warts, he'd take care of broken arms, and he'd deliver babies. So you didn't have to go specialists. He did everything. So he was our family doctor for years and years. Then my second boy was born. He was born in Washington Hospital.
You're just kind of a car guy, right?
Basically, yes, I'm a car guy. That's it.
So tell me about what you've done with cars.
Well, with the car thing, with the drag racing, doing my own work, and the achievements that I felt that was great. When you went to Fremont and you would race, you would win a trophy, and the trophy meant a lot to you. And if you didn't accept the trophy and you left it there, after you won, I can't remember, 7 or 8 trophies, they would give you a jacket in lieu of giving you the trophies. And I still have it today. It's a Fremont Drag Strip jacket that was red and it said the word Fremont.
Kind of a classic now, right?
It's a collector's item. Drag strip thing, when it, well, actually the drag strip before there used to be in San Jose, and it was, the name of it was called Little Bonnieville, off Astoria and White. And that got shut down, so they moved to Fremont. And they named it Ron Lawrence and the Orsetti family and a couple of attorneys, they all owned the property. And they started Fremont Drag Strip and the glider port. So
About what year would that have been?
it was 58,
Okay.
around 58. And that was a place where all the locals started going to drag strip. And then we started getting people from all over United States eventually. There's a lot of changes I liked, and the bottom line is now I wish it was back like when I didn't like it.
Streetlights?
With those street lights, being able to go out in your front yard and take your gun and go hunting, you know, a mile from your home, to go out there and just, you wanted to go have a picnic, you just went up to Niles. You know, it was all budget things that you could do. I do miss the friendliness and the camaraderie that we had. Sure, the people don't like the smell of cauliflower when it was growing. They didn't like the pig farms. They didn't like the cattle. And it's kind of sad. That's the sad part. So if you ask me what I like being close to a hospital, the convenience. I like the convenience of the stores. So I think Fremont still is a great place to live. I'm not intending on moving.